And I'd like you to try now to do that side bend with your body again. And we're going to pay attention to which direction your pelvis drifts in space with a lateral flexion right and left. So I want you to be really clear that you're not actually trying to move your pelvis back and forth. You're just being totally still and letting your pelvis react. So here we go. You're going to side bend towards your front leg. Which way does your pelvis go? Does it do nothing? Does it shift away from your front leg? Or does it kind of feel like you hike that pelvis on the side of the front leg just by bending to the side? Try that again. Bend towards your front leg. What happens? Does your pelvis stay exactly where it is? Does it shift towards the front leg a little bit and hikes up? Or when you bend towards your front leg, does your pelvis drift away from the front leg? Let's go to the other side now. Laterally flex your spine away from the front leg. Which way did your pelvis go as a reaction? Did you drift towards that leg? Did you do nothing? Or did you kind of drift away from that leg? That's really awkward to do. Probably you didn't do that because that's really weird. But the body can do all kind of weird things. Let's try the other leg and see what the pelvis reaction is like before I tell you what would be an ideal sort of joint interaction to have here naturally. So let's just bend with the spine towards the front leg. Which way did your pelvis go? Did it go towards your front leg? So shift towards the front leg? Did it do nothing? Or did it shift away from the front leg? And it might be very subtle. So I want you to really tune in. What did your pelvis do without trying to control it? Pelvis shift away, pelvis shifts towards and hike up, or absolutely nothing. Try your lateral flexion away from your front leg. What happened to your pelvis? Did it drift into the front leg, or did it do nothing? Okay, so what we want to see happening here actually is with either direction that you laterally flex your spine, we want to see the pelvis going towards the front leg and adducting the hip. So your answer we're looking for is whether or not you bend towards the front leg or away from the front leg, we want to see the pelvis shifting in towards the front leg. When you laterally flex towards the front leg, it should happen with a bit of a hike of the pelvis. Can you feel that happening? Bend towards that leg. Do you feel that side of the pelvis hiking up? And if you're bending towards it and you feel your pelvis shift away like this, which happens to me on my left leg forwards, I bend towards that leg and my pelvis just goes the opposite direction. I have a ton of injury history on this leg. So when I try to put my weight onto that leg, it's like, nope, don't want to do that. So my pelvis shifts away from it. I have trouble adducting this leg. So consider that for yourself. If your pelvis is shifting away from the leg you're leaning towards, do you like standing on that leg? Is there something about this leg you don't trust?